We didn't do it. Spaceland, Internetland
It did.
That wasn't really our fault.
Hopefully nothing will drop this time.
I don't think it will. If it is, we'll blame Ken.
We'll drop the mic, yo. That's what we'll be dropping.
So, and then we got a little bit of a game going on, too. We'll do a little bit of a Would You Rather. That'll be kind of fun. And, of course, if you want to join us, what am I saying right now? I'm not saying anything because we're going to do the game later on, but we're going to play it with Ken. So don't call in today. But remember, you don't need to call in. We're calling Ken. The line's going to be busy. But remember, you can definitely interact with the show by commenting on our website, which is Your Weekly Dose. And, of course, you can find us on Twitter at Your Weekly Dose 1. And, of course, on Facebook, Your Weekly Dose. You okay? You all right?
I'm excited today.
You're excited today.
I am.
Ken's on. That's what's going to happen. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. And, of course, you also email us, too, at yourweeklydose1@gmail. Of course, let's pay the bills a little bit and talk about our favorite thing that V loves to say.
Amazon.
That's it.
Let's be clear about this. Steve loves the way that V
True.
says Amazon.
True.
Okay, it's not like
but-
V goes around thinking like, "Oh my God, Amazon!
Yes.
Let's say this word."
But last week, though, she did.
Yeah.
Girl, I was decked out in Amazon clothes last week.
Oh yeah,
Didn't even realize.
That's a great Amazon
It was like
is.
a cardboard box that just had like the Amazon sticker.
Nah,
on
she
it.
looks
wasn't that cool.
sexy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, you know, Amazon has everything.
And you found something
So
else.
oh my God, I've got something. It's about the greatest thing I've ever gotten on Amazon.
God, I hope it's another adult toy.
Okay.
Is it better than the unicorn poop?
I think
unicorn
so.
meat.
I think. Okay, here's a
Keep
question.
thinking it's unicorn poop. I don't know why.
It's colorful.
Yeah.
That was chopped up unicorn.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Unicorn meat. So.
Okay, are you sick and tired of trying to convince a jar of pickles to yodel?
No. Let's move on.
Using melodious mind bullets and the sheer force of will? Well, has Amazon got a product for you? It's called the Yodeling Pickle. I'm totally serious.
PJ's
You
back. I
can,
love
on
it.
Amazon,
I
get
love
this
it.
pickle that actually does yodel. It's really, he's wearing lederhosen in the picture with a little beer in his hand. It's like, oh, it's great. I can't wait till it arrives because I'll bring it in here.
Steve can't
and
wait
we
till his
can
pickle
yodel.
arrives. Nice. Good segue,
Well, we were
Steve.
talking about things dropping later or earlier. So.
Can you yodel for us? What is a yodel?
Ooh, yeah.
You're sure you took that one home.
That's our
So
producer.
don't forget-
She's showing off now. She's showing off.
Go to our website, pick the banner.
And what's our
Register.
website, Steve?
You bookmark it.
It's at
He remembers from last week.
yourweeklydose.com. Yes. Isn't that magical? I love
That
it.
was beautiful.
Amazon.
Yeah, it's actually did a good job on that
I will
one.
never forget to bookmark now.
Was that a surprise?
Well, PJ,
Yes.
you've been gone for 2 weeks, sweetheart.
Yeah. I needed a vacay, dude.
Now, the first week you were sick, though, so hopefully
Yeah,
you're
I
feeling...
wasn't feeling that well, and I hadn't been getting a lot of sleep, and so it's just kind of like felt kind of like unicorn poop. So, it's terrible. So I took that week off, and then of course it was our birthday weekend. Mine was actually on Memorial Day this year.
Which was Monday.
Which was Monday. And so I kind of just had a nice 3-day weekend for once in a long time. So I went to Santa Barbara, did the wine country thing, like wine tasting, all that stuff.
That's so cool.
So delicious. And then what else to do? I got a Pebble watch. That's fantastic.
A what watch?
A what?
It's a Pebble watch. It's a smart watch. So like does your
I
heart
thought,
rate.
I thought you meant you were like watching pebbles.
Yeah.
I know.
In Santa Barbara, I did.
Yeah, Santa
that.
Barbara. Go down to the beach and watch the pebbles.
Some of them have pebbles under the glass.
Yes, they do.
Roll around. It's really fun.
So yeah, I kind of just like chilled out and ate a lot of good food, and me and the boyfriend went to Santa Barbara, and that was, I got a Pebble watch, and that's about it. I cut my hair,
Yeah, it looks
Boy, you
cute.
did
I like it.
that.
I'm
Nice
digging it.
short,
I'm
yeah.
digging it. It doesn't get in the way, of certain things. So.
That, and you can just wash it and go because I'm lazy.
Uh-huh.
Don't have to do anything because you know the long hair where you get
sucks.
like, and you just and you got shoot. If I don't have to do it anymore, I don't want to do it. So. Got it all chopped off, got a little
the hell is
pampered.
that?
I don't know, but it was a mysterious hand out of nowhere. Freaked the shit out of me.
It's bringing money.
I don't need it. We're on the air.
Yes, I do.
Oh.
Well, I'll take it. Whatever's in there. It looks
We
like
should
a
rifle
wallet.
through that wallet and find out what's in there.
Yeah. Let's take a look. Let's see what's
Take a
going
look.
on here. Let's see
A
what's
new
going on in this
segment
wallet.
called
What's
in your
what's Sean
wallet?
What's
carrying?
in Sean's Wallet?
Ooh,
I
we
see
got
right away.
a
There's a
chase
bunch of
card.
cards
We
in
go.
there.
Yeah. Dude, look at this.
Oh my God!
Jesus.
We've got a Costco.
I like that.
Costco. They love
Well,
that
their
in
gas
the
is
Midwest.
cheap, you know.
Oh my gosh, another okay, we got 1, 2,
That's
3,
four.
4 cards.
Oh my God!
Holy cow, what else
got a
we
lot
got
of
in
credit.
here?
Yeah.
Kohl's? You shop at Kohl's?
Yeah.
Oh.
A Kohl's card.
A Kohl's card. Yeah. You know when it gets during the wintertime.
Yeah.
Kohl's.
Oh,
Barbecuing.
yeah.
We got Target card.
Oh,
What else we got in here?
that's the devil.
Empty.
Target card.
Yeah,
yes,
it
they
is.
are.
I
Yeah.
go to Target all the time. and it's
Poke
like-
Punch. Let's see.
Oh, I love the Pokeballs. Have you
Business-
guys tried
It's got a
those?
bunch of
Pokeballs?
cards.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Not
So-
balls, bowls.
Poke bowls.
Pokeballs.
Bulls.
Now, you and
what'd you
Michael
say?
can do the Pokeball.
That's
That's
what I
fine
thought
with
I
me.
heard. I was like,
What about the Bulls balls?
balls?
Okay. Boring.
No,
Okay, I'm taking this is my present, right? Chili's Macaroni Grill Maggiano's on the border card.
No.
Yes.
My wallet is now empty.
Yeah, wait.
We
Almost.
stole
You almost hit
Uh-oh.
that Best Buy gift card from me.
Oh, look at that.
What are you doing?
God.
Best Buy card.
Here.
So there's
This is just helping you clean out your wallet.
That is a clean
Right.
wallet,
Oh,
actually.
that's important. That's the health
Yeah,
stuff.
sadly I see no condom.
Okay, health stuff. Yeah, I know.
What kind of
I
guy
go-
are you?
those.
I go
I'm
natural.
shocked.
I
I'm
know.
shocked.
I go natural. I don't care who you are.
Yeah.
I go natural.
That's it. No cash.
No, I have all the
You're
cards.
Oh,
Oh.
here we go. Here's the prison photo.
Oh, my
Oh, there it
God,
is.
Look,
Look,
at
there's
him.
more cards
Sir,
in
your
there.
face
know.
right.
No,
Yeah.
he's got a whole bunch of other stuff in
Sir,
there.
face left.
Oh, here's that card he was all dropping on us. The Recording Academy card.
Oh.
ASCAP card. There you go. Recording.
That's a big stack over there.
No fun
Wow.
over here.
This-
AAA.
I love this.
God, what
Triple
are
A.
you,
All of
80?
that in that wallet.
How in the world do you do that?
And
Jeez.
then that's
I'm
it.
just that talented.
It's
baby.
empty.
Oh my gosh.
No good stuff. Oh wait,
know.
jeez, it's hidden. What did you? Another credit card.
Oh boy.
The musician's friend platinum card for whenever you're a starving musician.
How do you think we got these microphones?
A musician's friend. I know what a fisherman's friend is.
All right, so now we're gonna go through V's
Same
purse.
thing.
Yeah, it's downstairs. Sorry, guys.
Oh, darn.
Whoops.
I don't even have a purse. I just have a
This.
So just hand him it all
oh
back
my
in a big
God.
pile. He
That's
can fix
what,
it.
Yeah, that's you better believe
Wow,
I'm gonna
thank
do.
you
You're
so
welcome.
much.
Oh, no, thank
yeah,
you.
just hand it to me.
There it is.
Here's your shit back. Wow.
Well,
Now he's got a handful of cards in no particular order. He has to.
there's nothing interesting in there. I mean, it's just like
I
I'll put him over there for now.
No money, no condoms, no.
none, just credit
diamonds.
cards. Can't use those.
What are you expecting? Like a naked picture of somebody?
Oh, at least.
Maybe.
Hey, come on.
Knowing you, probably.
Well, that's in
Probably.
the
It's a
secret
surprise
compartment.
there isn't. That's pretty secret compartment. We couldn't find it.
Yeah, exactly. Now, what did you get for your birthday, though, PJ?
So I got the Pebble Watch. I pretty much because my parents and my sisters are still sending stuff from Illinois.
Uh-huh.
It's I had to literally just take myself out because girl making bank now with that SAG-AFTRA card now.
hey.
Hey.
Oh, so she's buying lunch.
So yeah, right.
Okay, cool. See,
no.
now we can try that sushi place.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
on the
that's right. You
credit.
got sick, didn't you?
We can go on the credit card she palmed when
Right,
went through
off of your wallet.
Off of my wallet, yeah.
But I know, I took, like I said, I just took myself to dinner. I got the boyfriend got the Pebble Watch for me, and I took myself to Santa Barbara, did the wine tasting. He paid for an expensive bottle of wine because I usually don't buy expensive bottles of wine.
So it's more than $12?
Yeah,
At least 14.
that baby is going away for a while.
Oh, you didn't drink it?
No, because we did the wine tasting. We tasted which one we wanted, and then we bought the actual bottle. So I'm going to save it for next year.
Got it.
Drink it on
I
the
see.
birthday, and do all that stuff. So.
Cool. Very
Yeah,
cool.
I mean, no real presents. The parents sent. The parents were the only one that sent the card on time. So all my sisters, we have our birthdays all in May.
Oh,
So
really?
I sent them all their stuff on time, and I'm like, okay,
So your parents
ladies.
just all timed it out at the
they,
same time.
They did. They were good. They sent it on time. My sisters, I'm
means
still waiting. I'm like,
That means your parents were always busy in October.
you know it. Well, actually, we were early, so maybe maybe when yeah, I don't know.
November?
Maybe November, which my dad's birthday is in November. So just
Honey,
saying.
let me
My
come on over
birthday's
here. Let
in
me
November.
thank you.
Oh, and the best present of all is one of my best friends from Illinois had her baby too.
Oh.
And she
that
gave it to you?
weekend. No.
Oh, now that's a present.
Hell no.
Wow.
No, no.
It hoops, it spits up, it does
And
everything you
and
want.
didn't bring it in. Oh, weird.
Yeah, they would have had to transport that from Illinois, so that would have been a really long trek. So it was really
Especially in a
interesting,
box.
though.
The stagecoach doesn't travel very fast between here and Chicago.
Have any of your friends started having like kids yet and like doing all that, getting married and stuff? Because I feel a little bit behind.
I've got 3 friends of mine who just had kids recently. So within like the last 4 months.
All my friends have babies and are married.
Oh gosh,
Yeah.
Really?
Fools.
fools!
Some of them
dare
have 2
you.
or 3 kids by now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Are they like in their mid-20s?
Well, I'm 23, and I graduated with all of them, so they're like 22,
Oh
23.
my gosh.
I can't imagine that.
Me
It's
either.
like I think you got to live your life without kids for a while first, and then, you know.
Well, to each
Always-
his own. Some people want kids right away, you know?
Yeah. You
No,
gotta
it's
find out
true.
who you are before you start enforcing it onto another human being.
Yeah, but and that's the way my graduating class was from high school. It's like half of us were either had kids right out of high school, got married and had kids right out of high school. Some of us waited till we were in our late 20s to get married and then start having kids. It was like really, really divided. It was really weird.
I read an article that said for women, the best age to have a baby is 34.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not ready to have a kid in 2 years.
Why not?
Agree.
We don't have to.
We
I
can
know,
practice.
Well, no, you don't
but
have to.
right? That's what they're saying. You should listen to everything on the internet.
That's
What
right.
you want to do first,
It's all true.
in order to have a baby. Yeah.
I was 23. I had my first baby.
Oh.
Wow, so you're an idiot too.
Yeah.
Still is, guys.
And I was 22
Still
the first
is.
time I had sex. Ah!
Wow.
Really?
Stick
I was
it in
married.
and boom. Wow, it works.
He's like, oh, that's how it works.
She
Go
had to show
figure.
him though.
Yeah, I know. I figured you.
Yeah, I figured too, but it didn't happen. So I got married.
I would rather have a fur baby first. I'm going to have a fur baby first.
Oh, they're a lot easier.
Like a puppy?
Oh, okay. I'm like going, what the hell's a fur baby?
Oh my gosh, you never heard that term?
No.
Fur baby? It's like where you have
I've
a
heard the
pet.
term, but I use it in other forms.
Well,
All I smell is food.
yeah, something smells really
God.
Oh,
It smells
yeah.
so good.
All I've had so far is a donut.
I haven't had anything,
So
so.
hungry.
I had a protein bar.
Okay.
Well, I must
Moving
say.
on.
Well,
Now,
would you rather?
I know this is kind of after, but I must say you're starting to look pretty good over there.
Thanks. I've been working
You
my
really-
ass off.
And
hardcore.
It shows, and it's
Thanks.
A-okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Are you saying she looked like shit before?
No, but
It's okay. I'll take that. As long as I look good now.
she's always looked good.
When
but
you first
she's
started the
getting
show,
better.
God, you were a dog.
What?
But now, you are a beautiful swan.
oh my god.
Look at you.
I'll take it.
Look at that. She said she'll take it. So I mean, yeah. No, I mean you've always been a lovely gal. I mean,
Thanks.
from day one, both of you. I mean,
Yeah,
but-
that's the only reason we hired you. 'Cause you were
exactly.
cute.
Yeah, see,
figured.
I'm going the opposite way. I gained 2 pounds over my birthday weekend, so I got
It's better than 10.
I lost 2 pounds
It's
this
all
morning.
about that base. that base. It's all about
just-
that base. Look at that.
I just sat down and lost 2 pounds.
There's Steve. That's for you.
Thank you.
So, but now, did you do anything last week or this past week?
Well, last night I tried this new pre-workout. It makes you feel like you're on coke. I was like in the gym and I was like, ah! Like super crazy, like
no.
on a whole nother one. Because we went in the morning at like 7, and then we went again last night at like 8, and they closed at 10. So we worked out from 8 to 10. But like I was just like,
So wait, what's a
pumping it
pre-workout?
it's just. I mean, they're not that healthy for you.
Like
You probably
a
shouldn't take
protein
them.
shake type thing?
No, it's just like a
or-
liquid. So it's like powder, and you put it in water, and you just drink it, and it kind
Okay.
of just like amps you up. And
Oh,
hypes
so it's
you
probably
up.
got some like caffeine and things
Yeah,
like that.
but this,
too.
I'm pretty sure this just had straight Coke. Because I was just like, ugh. I was like, oh, let's do another one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And like, I knew my body was like, you should calm down. I was like, I don't care. Like, just pumping it out. It was intense.
Wow.
And then I got home, my pupils were kind of dilated, and I was like, what is this? And he's like, oh, well, it's banned in other countries. I'm like, I wonder why. Like, It was pretty cool, though.
Could make your sex life pretty good, though.
Yeah,
Michael,
that was
come
fun.
here.
No, I know. That was fun, too.
There it is.
Michael's laying there going, huh, she's never done this before. I wonder why. What about you, Steve?
Well, this last week.
You remember?
Unlike the week before, I
Oh, you
remember
remember?
more of, yeah. So
Did you have one of those pre-workout drinks and you just forgot everything that happened?
My pre-workout's like a bottle of wine. So
I hear you. This
anyway,
is the
this
workout.
week. Now I kind of like sports, but I'm not a fanatic about sports. NFL, Major League Baseball. I kind of like them, and I'll watch them, but I'm not like most guys are like, oh, I got to watch this game. But I like baseball because a friend of mine's son pitches.
Oh, that's right. You were telling me about that. You
That's
were going
right.
to go.
And he's been doing pretty good. He's AAA Pawtucket Red Sox, Henry Owens.
Was he the one that
And-
got the helmet thrown at him?
When was that?
I don't know. I saw it on the news. Like someone pitched the ball and it hit the elbow of this player, and he
No, that was-
charged him and threw it, and it was a big
Oh, yeah,
fall.
big brawl. No,
Yeah.
that's the major leagues.
That's
Oh.
major.
Yeah, this is a step down.
So,
Oh.
that's why I follow sports, because I like somebody or I know somebody. Well, I happen to like LeBron.
Oh, okay.
LeBron James. I mean, I followed him, and I follow him on and off the court, and he's a good guy, and he's really sincere. He may not be perfect, but he's really sincere, and he enjoys what he does. So I watched the first game of the NBA playoffs, and LeBron had a disappointing game.
Mhm.
He didn't play his best. He missed a bunch of free throws, and he still had, in 40 minutes, he had 28 points, 15 rebounds, and 8 assists. 2 assists short of a triple-double.
Wow.
And he didn't have that great a game.
But he did pass Michael Jordan in the most points per playoff season.
That he did.
Just recently.
He has now
Wow.
scored more points in the playoffs than anybody else. So it's really
Well, MJ,
So,
when
yeah, Michael
MJ
Jordan.
was in his height.
He was
So,
probably on that pre-workout.
I enjoyed watching
Yeah,
it, but
right?
I
He didn't
it's
take
too
it
bad
that
he
day.
didn't
That's why
win.
he only got 28 points.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. And then yesterday, it was a really cool day. A friend of mine that used to work with at Disneyland, who we all hang out together and stuff, she graduated from.
Oh, I saw the picture on that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I posted it on Facebook.
Facebook.
Stacy graduated from Coastline Community College. Now, there's Coastline Community College District, and in '76 they added a college called Coastline Community College.
Got it.
Anyway, she went there and she graduated with AA degrees in Arts and Humanities,
Nice.
English, Social and Behavioral Sciences, and American Studies. So she's got four
AA degrees.
So
Wow.
it was very exciting. We were at the.
I don't even know how you do that.
I know.
Like, that's how many degrees you have to have nowadays so that you can get a job in this economy.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you need, like,
And that's
5
just-
different
true.
degrees.
Well, I
And
can
that's
do
just for
this.
being a cashier.
yeah, right?
Exactly.
A
Right?
bartender.
So we had a good time at the graduation ceremonies that were
Nice,
held
man.
at Orange Coast College, and then afterward we went to the Chop House in Costa Mesa.
Oh, yeah, I saw a
And,
picture of that. How was
yeah,
that?
It is really good.
It looks pretty.
Yeah, and it was happy hours, so all of the appetizers are half price.
That's the
Oh,
best.
and you
and
didn't call
I
me.
got baby back ribs.
I love my baby back, baby back,
Oh,
baby back,
my
baby back.
Chili.
God, they are
baby
so
back
good. I
ribs.
recommend you go to the
Barbecue
Chop House.
sauce.
Happy hour. It's a great place. So I remembered more this week.
Yay!
Oh, you brought
shit,
it
brought
back!
that.
Oh, he was waiting for that this whole time. I know it.
Cool. Well, we didn't do too much or whatever for us. We just kind of hung out and kind of relaxed and everything. My wife Karen, she was kind of definitely in the mood to go out and do something.
Oh.
For
Yeah,
my
I'm glad
birthday.
you were about to pick that up because I was like,
Yeah,
In the mood to
go
on.
out and do something.
I
Because again, it was PJ's birthday was on Sunday or
Monday.
rather. Mine was on Tuesday. So, but she, again, 3-day weekend, figured out. So we went to the Grammy Museum.
cool.
Yeah.
I heard that's
Oh,
pretty
really? There's a
cool.
museum
That's
for
why you
grandmothers?
got all those old
Yeah.
man cards in there.
Wow.
Gotta use those up, right?
Wait, you said Grammys, right?
Yeah.
I never knew my grand.
I thought it was
Parents,
Gammies.
so
I was like, oh, Gammies. That's kind of cool.
What the hell is he talking about?
I don't know.
He went to see all the nice, fine old ladies.
Yeah.
That's right.
At the
Yeah.
club,
All
the
the different
Grammys.
walkers.
all the purple
Museum.
heeds, yeah. But no, yeah, we went to the Grammy Museum, and so it was kind of nice. Karen never been there. My mom's never been there. I took Roman once. He didn't remember it. So, but yeah, we all went down and had a nice time, and really enjoyed it.
Where is that?
It's in downtown LA. It's right in the same block where the Nokia Theater is.
Ah.
So you got Staples Center,
Right.
and then across the street you got the Nokia Theater, and then on I guess where Nokia sits on the opposite corner, but in the same block, right on the corner, you have the Grammy Museum there. So, and it's like, I mean, it's really cool. It's not that expensive either. It's only like $12 to get in.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, a lot of cool things. You get to learn about the Grammys.
Were you able to use your special card to get
yes,
a discount?
Yes, I did. And because I am a member of the Grammys, and because I'm also in the producer's wing of the Grammys.
Look out, Jamie.
I get in for free.
Oh,
So,
Mr. Big Shot over here.
Yes. So, Buffy and I went in.
Well,
that
I
was
got to move
wonderful.
back and make room for his head now.
Like, dunk. Oh, sorry, what's that? My head. So, yeah. But no, it was cool. We had a good time. Got a couple of cool presents. Got a couple of T-shirts from the family. It was kind of nice. Got a couple of Star Wars shirts. Got me a...
Like the one you're wearing now?
Not this one. This was a
Oh.
Christmas present.
Oh.
But yeah, I do have a Star Wars shirt. And then,
Did you get anything you didn't expect?
Yes. Ooh, I did.
All right.
That we cannot talk about.
Oh no, we can talk about it.
Oh, okay.
I'm open. Remember, I'm open. I didn't. This doesn't matter. No, no. I got this really cool movie called Vixen. It's not what you think, but it's actually a superhero film. And it's based upon the DC Comics character Vixen. And what's cool about it though is because, oh my gosh, we are such nerds on Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays at this house because we watch the CW. So we watch Arrow, we watch The Flash, Supergirl, and Legends of Tomorrow. So we're just like totally hooked into them. And so Vixen is part of that family on the CW, but this was an animated version of it. But they did have the actors from Arrow and The Flash also lend their voices to it too. So it was pretty cool. It was like an hour and a half, 45-minute movie.
I have a
and
question
it's basically
about it.
just the origin. So it's really good.
Was Dancer and Prancer and Donner in it?
They're I think going to be in the sequel for that.
How cool.
Yeah. So and I'm looking forward to that though. Yeah.
I thought you were going to go shh after
All
that.
right. Oh God. Woo-hoo.
I can't help it. I have
I
to
know.
egg them on.
I know you do.
I can't help it.
I know you
Love
do.
it.
Oh my gosh.
That's better than watching my old lady shows of Law and Order and Criminal Minds. I gotta give props to you.
That's so addictive.
You know, it was so
It
funny.
really is.
Last night I went to go get your balloons and everything for you, PJ.
Yeah.
And for those of you, right before, we always have a meeting right before the show. We do pre-show prep and everything. So I got PJ, some cool gifts and everything.
The best 2 drinks on the planet.
Wine and coffee.
Wine and coffee.
And I was looking around. I was going to stop at Spencer's last night. And because I was going to try and find, because I know you and I always joke that, you feel like you're older than what you are.
Oh, for sure.
Okay. And I was going to try and find you one of those canes that had like the horn on it.
Oh, God.
Yes.
And I was totally gonna get you one of those. And I'm going, and I went somewhere else or whatever, and I asked the guy, hey, where's Spencer's at? Here in the mall. And he goes, oh, it's over by Macy's. Okay. I run over to Macy's and everything by the entrance. I'm like, hey, where'd it go? Where is it? It's not there. Whatever. I'm like, well, maybe it's somewhere else or whatever. I looked on the map, and no, it's right where it's supposed to be. They closed it down.
Oh no, and they
Oh,
forgot
my
to take
God.
it off the map.
Yeah.
Is this in Westminster?
Yeah, the Westminster Mall.
That's been there forever.
I know. It's gone.
Ah!
It's not there no more.
Sorry, Steve.
Now, another stupid thing
I bought a lot
that
of
happened,
stuff
though. Now, you guys will love this. So, I go get your balloons for you, right?
Yeah.
Got you 3 balloons. I only gave you 2,
Okay.
okay? Actually, I bought 4.
Did they pop?
I bought 4. 3 made it to the car, okay? So, I put them in the car or whatever, and I go out, and I had to get sympathy cards also for the family. We had 2 family members that passed away. So, I'm over at Target. I get back into the car, and I'm noticing there's only 3 balloons. Balloons float, right?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I look over the second seat. I look in the back as if it's on the ground.
Oh.
Like the balloon's going to be laying on the floor. And I catch myself, what the hell are you doing, you idiot? It floats.
Yeah, but it could have been deflating as like if you had put it in your car and then they didn't properly seal it and then it's not
It could have.
bad.
But
It's
just for
nothing
me to
bad.
look over the edge going, maybe it's down there. No, it's not up there. It's a balloon. It floats. My God, what an idiot. And then when I got him out of the car this morning or whatever, I did accidentally pop one.
Ah.
Oh my
That was
God.
those are for the family members that have left. Those are for them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The Great
so
I can
Balloon
share, it's
Saga.
fine.
I did pop one. I'm like, son of a bitch.
Well, that was a great effort.
Thank you.
Yay.
Thank you. But I got her, and it was so hard to find.
50% ain't bad.
Congratulations, Sean.
Thank you. Yeah. So somewhere out there, I think the balloon one's floating away, and it might be, I don't know, over by, Kansas by now. I don't know.
Somewhere over the rainbow.
All right.
There's a balloon.
Exactly. All right, we're going to try and get a hold of Ken?
Yeah, let's try and get a hold of Ken. Unless, I do have a question, though. Just one question.
Okay.
You know what, let's do a couple of those.
A couple of these
Let's do a
right
couple
now.
of
Yeah, Ken
Okay.
can wait.
So, guys,
love these.
we're going to do a new thing, Would You Rather?
We're still setting up, Ken.
And we're still setting up. So, these are hilarious. But the first one I want to ask is, would you rather be itchy or sticky for the rest of your life?
Sticky. I hate being itchy. I've itched my legs so bad to the point of literally bleeding. Like,
Ugh.
I can't. I hate being itchy.
Oh, yeah.
So every time someone touches you, it's like they
I wouldn't
almost
even care.
stick to you. Okay, sticky. What is Steve?
No, sticky can be fun at times.
It can.
That's true. That's
Itchy is never fun.
True.
Yeah.
So that's how I
Yeah.
go with
That's
sticky.
true. That is
Yeah.
true. Itchy's never fun.
Yeah.
Sean?
I'm going to go sticky also. Yeah, even though I don't like it that much. But yeah, itchy because if you're always going, oh, he's got a drug habit. What's going on with him?
Yeah, it's
whatever.
bad.
That's
Yeah.
true.
You ever get one of those itches where you scratch it and it feels so good that you can't stop scratching it?
Like in your butthole?
Oh, yeah. Like,
Yeah, you just put your ass on the ground and just scoot.
kind of chalk a line.
And being sticky is a great way for people to leave you alone,
True.
That's true too.
right?
That's true,
They're
too.
like, you
Like,
kind of
oh, sweaty palms.
sticky.
Oh, ew.
All right. Would you rather have 10 wishes, but you can't wish for money, or have $100 billion?
I'll take the
Oh,
10 wishes myself.
yeah.
Because you can still wish to be successful. So
But if you had $100 billion, you'd already be successful.
not necessarily, you'd just be rich.
Well,
But,
rich,
I mean, you
but
can-
money can buy you a lot of shit, man.
Yeah.
A lot
Yeah,
of-
but
if you're
including, including people
successful-
who can give you a job
But-
to be successful, you can buy them out.
Well, no, yeah, but the thing is, though, but you can say, okay, my first couple of wishes are to be successful in these industries, and I mean, you can still be a billionaire,
And then you'd end up making money anyway.
right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'd rather
yeah.
be able to do something like play basketball again. That kind of thing. I'd love to be able to do that.
So you take the 100?
So I'd take
No,
the
he's taking
wishes.
the wishes.
Oh, the wishes.
Oh,
okay.
yeah, I'd like to be able to wish that I could do things that I.
Beat
Have a
LeBron
problem.
James in the playoffs.
That's right. Look out, I'm coming through.
See?
I guess the wishes.
Yeah, I think all around. Okay,
Okay,
two for
wish
two. We're all in
yeah.
agreement.
All
All right.
right.
And would you rather not brush your teeth for 10 days or not shower for 10
Oh,
days?
God.
I'd rather not shower for 10 days than not brush my teeth.
Not brush my teeth because I
Yeah.
can just mouthwash.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I'm
I've
with
done
I'm
you.
always
that and
looking
it
for the
tastes weird.
loopholes in these
That's true,
questions.
but you could do like the wash with the baby wipe shower, right?
Well, yeah,
10
there's ways to keep
days.
clean, but
But
it's
just
hard to
imagine
keep that breath
how
away.
good that shower's gonna feel after 10 days.
Oh, yeah.
It could be euphoric. It could be really, really good.
I take a hot shower anyway as it is, and well, I got to get in the bathroom first because my wife loves hot showers. I mean, she turns it. I mean, I like a nice hot shower, where it feels good and you kind of be able to let your muscles loose.
Ah.
And
I like to come out with my skin red.
that's the way Karen is. Exactly.
Awesome. Feels so
Whoa.
good.
And I mean, you and Karen are both redheads, and you guys are just as pale. And it's like, holy cow, she comes out looking like a cherry.
It feels so
It's
good.
like, oh my god, really? It's like, wow. Yeah. I'll do the not brushing the teeth though, because like you said, mouthwash.
Mouthwash.
You can still rinse it out just with water and stuff or whatever, and
Floss
and,
it.
and floss it, and so yeah.
As long as I have baby wipes, I'm gonna go with shower just because I want to see what it'd be like. I want to see
Wow.
what your body, because I mean, I just want to see what it'd be like. I'm curious.
Go for it. Start today.
Well, a
Yeah,
lot
yeah,
of people
right.
a lot of people used to live that
Right.
way. Maybe you only showered maybe once a week.
Yeah, well, they say
yeah.
you're really not supposed to shower
Yeah.
every day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
that's true.
Which is weird because then you get like all oily. And,
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
I don't know. I think it'd be
every other
interesting.
day.
And last one, would you rather watch Ground Hog Day 5 times in one day, or would you rather watch Down Periscope 5 times in one day?
Ooh.
That's easy.
I don't know these movies.
Ah, what?
Wow.
The actress.
Oh my
The
God.
actress among us.
I know.
What would you go with, Sean?
Oh, it's got to be Down Periscope.
Steve?
Same thing.
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
No,
Majority rules.
no. I think V would probably rather watch Down Groundhog
Yeah.
Yeah.
or Periscope Day.
Periscope 2.0.
Down Periscope all around.
I think the reason I like Down Periscope so much, besides Ken,
Yeah.
Yes.
is that when it came out, it was just hearing Frasier say "fuck," because he was always on TV. He's never swore, never seen him do anything like that.
And it
then
didn't
he
seem in that kind of a role.
It was like, oh my God.
That or watching him on YouTube fall off stage. He was giving a speech.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was at Disney.
That's
That was
so
at
funny.
California Adventure.
Oh my gosh. So funny. Well, speaking of Down Periscope,
Yeah.
we got some business to do.
Yes, we do.
Buckman! There was a fingernail in my food, you fat-ass moron! Yesterday, it was a Band-Aid!
I'm sorry, sir. Band-Aid was holding the fingernail on.
What else do you put in your sauces, Buckman?
It's an old family recipe, sir. It's a secret.
Jesus, Buckman! This stuff's been on the Stingray since Korea! This can expired in 1966!
What's the matter, sir? It still tastes like cream corn.
Except, it's deviled ham!
That would be a problem.
The captain's gonna hear about this!
Morning. Morning. You off to see the Ground Hog?
Yes, I am.
Do you think it's gonna be in early spring?
I'm predicting March 21st.
Oh, good guess. I think that actually is the first day of spring. Hey, Mr. David. I finished up all the painting. It's, 11:20 now. I got here at 9:20, so that's a couple hours, $50, and I'm hoping you're pleased with it now. Thank you.
$50?
I appreciate that. Whoa.
There you go.
What's that?
It's $50.
You know
what?
well, no, I want money, but,
Take it. It's good 50. You don't want it?
no, I just don't know where you dragged that thing out of. I mean, that's, I think, do you have any other money, or, What's that for, Mr. Red? You stick that in me, I'm gonna stab you in the heart with it. You ever see Pulp Fiction? You shove that all in the sheep's stomach, then you boil it. That'll put some hair on your ass. I suffered a major head injury when I was in high school. A home run! The Cubs win the World Series! Ah!
On the phone, we have one of my favorite character actors. He's played opposite some of the biggest names in Hollywood. You've seen him in Groundhog's Day, Home Alone, Armageddon, of course, my personal favorite, Down Periscope. On television, he also starred in Fox's Herman's Head, Disney's Girl Meets World, Curb Your Enthusiasm, and many more. Please welcome on the phone the awesome Ken Campbell.
Hey, Ken.
Hey guys, I'm great. How are you?
Oh, we're so good to have you back on. Of course, it was a tough time the first one, so I'm glad we got the connection proper this time for you, bud.
No sweat, no sweat. It's a beautiful day in Southern California.
It is, man.
is
How
true.
have you been?
I'm good. I was just in the middle of doing dishes, which is pretty, glamorous and exciting. And I just got back from my big walk through the mountains, so that was fun.
Well, there's this
But,
new invention that they have. I think it's called a dishwasher. You might want to try that.
All right, let me rephrase. Pots and pans. I was doing pots and pans.
Gotcha.
Oh, those are tough. Those are tough.
Gotcha. Well, cool. Well, Ken, thank you again for being on. Real quick, though, before we kind of get started with the big part of the interview, I got to ask you, what did you think of the Kentucky Derby? Because last time you and I talked, you were talking about how big of a race guy you were.
Well, I was disappointed that it wasn't a West Coast horse. I mean, I guess I belie my Midwestern roots, but I've been out in California for about 25 years now. And so I kind of become to like the West Coast racing equine athletes. And it was a pretty good race. He was the front runner. He got up there. He was in front the whole time, basically, and it was a muddy day. And then I was pretty sure that he was not going to repeat and win in the Preakness. So I think it's a toss-up for next week's Belmont Stakes.
Oh, that's another big one. Is that the last one for the Triple Crown, or is there one more?
That's the last one for the Triple Crown. But
Well,
there's
that
no
would be
Triple Crown
3,
this year.
Sean.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you didn't stamp your foot hard enough when you were counting that, Sean.
I'm sorry. I didn't know. I don't follow racing that much.
It's an old Bing Crosby line, but I follow horses, and the horses I follow other horses. There you go.
Very cool. Well, Ken,
I'm slinging the old Bing Crosby lines over here.
yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. Ken, what started you in what was your journey on getting into acting overall? How did you get into it?
Okay, so I pretty much flunked out of Southern Illinois University after 1 year.
Wow.
I had a 0.53 grade point average. And, my parents were circling assistant managers at gas station jobs in the paper for me. And a couple friends and I kind of challenged each other. And a couple guys were musicians, and then me and another friend were filmmakers. We wanted to be filmmakers. So we challenged each other to go to Columbia College in Chicago, which had huge communications departments and all different, record production, television, film, acting, had all those different departments. The school is huge now.
Right.
This is 1981, 82, and, it was literally a one-building school at that point. And now I think they have something like 20 buildings in downtown Chicago. Anyway, I wanted to be a filmmaker. I loved Hitchcock. I loved Orson Welles. I still have an unproduced, half-written Orson Welles musical that someday.
Oh, wait, we got to hear a little bit of it now.
Yeah, sing,
You got something?
Sing us a song
Can
from the
take
music.
a crane and turn it into a brush. Who can take a crowd and turn them into mush? It's Orson.
God. I will play no music before it's
Slingshot
time.
Joe Cotton. It actually exists. It's out. I like it. Nice drop. So I was in film school, and I was directing these really bad student movies that always end in suicide. Student films are always, a build-up to an eventual suicide, at least early on. You'll see that at the student screenings pretty often. But anyway, some guy at a party said, "Hey, we were talking. I was saying I'm having problems coming up with ideas for my films. My films are all kind of stupid and hokey." And the guy said, "Well, go to the Second City, learn how to improvise, and you'll never have to write again. You'll never struggle to write again." And so I said, "Oh, okay." So a friend of mine and I went over to Players Workshop of the Second City. This is like '83, and next thing we know, we enrolled in this, program that took like a year, and we graduated. When we graduated, I was like, "Well, forget film school. This is great. I can, go on stage in one night, get a laugh, and the adoration of the audience instead of 6 months sitting in an editing bay, editing a 5-minute film that nobody's going to see." So it was an immediate turn on for me. And so we started with an improv group, and then Second City hired us. And then once Second City was going on, then I started getting attention. And I was understudying Chris Farley, and he went to New York. And then people in L.A., had some auditions for me to go to. And I booked this show called Hermen'sHead. And that was in the early days of Fox, and that's about 91. and brought me out to Hollywood, and I've been out here ever since. So 26 years ago.
Sweet.
That's a short version of it for you.
Hey Ken, it's V. I just wanted to ask, who were some of your influences as an actor, and who did you kind of want to be like?
Well, you know, the first name that comes to mind is John Belushi. You know, because I was just watching Jaws 2, and that was also 1978, and it was like, this is the same year as Animal House. But I saw Animal House, and it was like, wow. I mean, there's a guy who kind of looks like me, who is not the most handsome guy on the screen, who's like a regular guy, and he's getting the laughs, and he's cool, and he's not a stupid fat guy. He's like a cool big guy, and you know, that was kind of a huge influence. And at that time, I was also like reading National Lampoon and that kind of stuff. So I was really kind of getting into the subversive comedy, you know, before I got into college. So yeah, John Belushi. Jackie Gleason is a huge one. He's so funny. I really love Jackie Gleason, and you know, I guess I can't say that he's an influence now, but I think he's an influence for everybody, and that's Fatty Arbuckle. I mean, he started the whole thing.
Yeah.
So I mean, you go all the way back. That guy was a genius, and Buster Keaton as well was a genius, and so there's a few names for you.
Well, it definitely sounds like, though, Ken, that you know, and you mentioned it just briefly a moment ago about bigger men being. It's almost like they're stereotyped in the business early on, and all those people that you mentioned, and in my eyes, including yourself, kind of broke that mold completely of not being, you know, the lazy big guy or anything like that.
Yeah, absolutely, and Belushi and Candy and Farley, you know, those guys were, you know, they made it cool. You know, they were guys that you want to hang out with, not somebody you'd pick on or make fun of.
Right, right.
Hey, Ken, this is Steve, and what's happening?
We just bring him here. I mean,
yeah,
he just shows up every day.
I just walked in off of the street, and
literally.
Yeah, I noticed that. Well, in your succinct and short explanation of how you got to Hollywood, you've answered about half our questions. So, but I still want to.
Thanks, Ken.
Yeah. It says you went to Elmhurst High School. Were you born in Elmhurst? Are you from there? Where?
Yeah. Actually, it was called York High School, but it is in Elmhurst, and I am from Elmhurst, Illinois. I was born in Elmhurst, Illinois.
How fun! I lived in. I know that's really cool. I lived in Naperville for a while, and my dentist was in Elmhurst.
Oh my God.
Oh, no kidding! My dentist was in Naperville.
Oh my God! Why don't we know each other? This is really weird.
Crazy! You'd think we would have crossed paths.
At least,
or at least your doctors did.
But I was kind of wondering, how did you like growing up there?
Well, it was great. I really liked it until I went out into the world and realized that a lot of people in Elmhurst were racist Republicans.
Oh, shit.
And,
wow.
Hey,
so
we don't want any of that
here I am
confefe on
trashing
this
my
show here.
hometown.
No confefe.
But, no, I love that town. It was a great town to grow up in. You know, I jest, but the DuPage County is a Republican stronghold, but let's make no question about that.
Yeah.
But I loved all
guys
this. It was
know.
like, you know, tree-lined streets and
We see
the
the polls.
cathedral type thing where the streets line on each side of the street and they kind of touch in the middle, so it's like a canopy.
Yeah,
You know, we had
that's a
that
great
thing
place.
going, and it was like Mayberry, you know. There was
Oh,
like,
that's cool. Whistling
it
to the
was really
pond.
fun.
Well, did you do like high school?
Right.
Did you do drama in high school and things like that, or was it something that completely? You know what I mean? Because a lot of actors start in high school and they do the whole theater and
Right.
drama. Did you do that or not?
Yeah. No, I didn't do a play in high school. I wrote for the student newspaper.
Ooh.
And I kind of made.
He's
I kind
educated.
of used. I kind of used National Lampoon as an example or a kind of a springboard, and so I would do parodies of news stories, and I would do
Oh,
like
that's funny.
I featured a rock band once that I just made up, and we took we went and took pictures of me and some friends, like as if we were in a band, and then we created these stories. Well, they didn't realize I was doing. They thought this was real, and the senior editor said to me, hey, Ken, can we get this band to play at the school dance next month or whatever? And I said, what? Can we get the band to perform at the... There's no band. This is all, make-believe.
Ladies and
Cried
gentlemen,
and ran away.
it's like, ladies and gentlemen, welcome, Stillwater.
Yeah, So it was funny, and the next semester we had a different advisor, and she wanted all hard news, and so it was kind of a big disappointment. And I spent my senior year making actually a half-hour suicide film.
All right.
This is how you
awesome.
want to do it properly.
Well, I've got kind of a follow-up question. You mentioned about how you went to film school and did all this stuff and ended up in Hollywood. Did you ever have the desire to walk out on stage? Be an actor on stage, like live?
Oh, of course. Second City and improv.
But I mean,
all
as
the
far
entire,
as...
I just did Reanimator the musical out here a couple years ago. The improv group that I had before Second City, our shows became less sketchy and they became more like plays. So our last show was a play. It ran for a year, and I was the lead, and my wife played my wife in it, and that's how we met. And but I've done stage. I've done I'm an Actors Equity member, and then Second City is you improvise, but then you use the improvs to create scenes that you then write and perform in the show before the improv set. So Second City is legitimate, equity stage in Chicago. I mean, it's almost every night. It's every night but Monday.
Yeah. Hey Ken, last time.
And so, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, last time you and I talked on the phone, you told me a really cool story about Second City, and of course, I gave you a little bit more info about the show and how we pay homage to Mark and Brian. Can you quickly tell that story about Brian Phelps leaving Second City?
Well, no, that wasn't in Second City. That was a comedy club called Who's on First.
Oh, that's right. Who's on First? You're right.
What's on second?
And
Sorry, I just had to go there.
I don't know.
Third base. I don't know third base.
Third base.
This is before Second City days, and this is early on in my improv career. And we would go to these improv nights, and we would hang out and all improvise and do characters in the audience and stuff. And so I got to know, all these different guys. Some of them are still, Jeff Garland was one of the people, from Curb Your Enthusiasm. Bob Odenkirk, who actually is from Naperville. There you go.
Oh, yeah. Another connection.
Bob Odenkirk, Better Call Saul. And, Tom Janis, who ended up directing it at Saturday Night Live. And Stephen Leo hosted it, and they're the guys who wrote Space Jam and the Santa Claus.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, so it was like it was, these days were crazy. And Brian Phelps was one of the people.
Uh-huh.
And one day, he said, well, it's my last show. I got a job in Birmingham. I go, Birmingham? What the F are you going to do in Birmingham? We didn't say F back there. We said the whole word. But
well, you can.
You mean fuck? Like what the fuck are you going to Birmingham for? Yeah.
What the frog?
All right, so we can do that.
Oh yeah. Let it fly, Ken.
He said, I have a radio show. I have an opportunity to a radio show, and I was like, wow. Good luck, pal.
What are
Here
you
we
thinking?
are, doing this comedy that is changing our lives, and we're like so jazzed and we're so high on doing it, and every night is just so much fun, and to toss it all aside for some godforsaken radio station in Birmingham? Are you kidding me? And, it was not long after that they got the job in L.A. and were on the air and a huge success. And, you know, it was a couple years later, 90 was when I got Herman's Head, where I was at an event for Fox and ran into Brian, and I was like, dude,
what's
turned
up?
out all right. For both of us.
Yeah, how's that radio show going?
Yeah, right?
Did it ever turn into anything?
Then that was also still in its infancy, really.
Yeah,
Because it was 91, they would go on for a couple more decades.
Yeah, I mean, they did 25 years. I mean, they got the Marconi Award, you know, so, and, you know,
Yeah.
now there's a group of people on Facebook that a buddy of mine, Dan Novak, is one of the administrators for, which is the Mark and Brian 25-year Facebook page, and we're trying to get them now into the Radio Hall of Fame.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, you know, they
That's
deserve
fun.
it. They definitely deserve it. So,
Well, they got my vote.
yeah.
Well, especially when they lucky butted Notre Dame Stadium.
Yeah. Now, hey, Ken, what role did you feel was like your first big break, or where you said, "Hey, yes, I really, you know, made it in the industry"?
Well, you know, I'm still waiting to make it in the industry.
Oh no, dude, come on,
there
come on!
we
I've
go.
seen your resume. Don't give me that shit. I mean, come on, dude. Listen, okay,
All
let me.
this, and he's humble too.
Yeah, I mean, look at
You
this.
have
He's
to
from
realize,
Elmhurst.
you have to
Ah,
realize,
that's right.
I was at second.
Let's see. Yeah, because you
I
know,
was-
Armageddon
I
was
was
such a
in
small
a-
film.
Right, it was. So the thing is that you have to realize, when I was at Second City, I was in cast with Steve Carell, and when I left Second City, Stephen Colbert took my place.
Oh
So,
shit!
you know,
Well, you know, he had some
you
big
gotta
shoes to fill.
realize that this is like a pedigree where, like, I'm just doing, you know, I'm shining these guys' shoes now. But
So
no,
you're the dark in between two shining lights.
Yeah, right. Yeah. No, to tell you the truth, I mean, I was really so excited to get cast in Home Alone. It was, you know, John Hughes is one of my heroes, and he wrote the script, and he's one of my heroes. Again, we go back to National Lampoon.
Right.
And the fact that I got to audition for it, and the fact that I got it, I mean, I think I had auditioned for a couple of movies before that, but it was one of my first film auditions, and then it was one of my, you know, my first feature film, and it was just exciting to be a part of it, and then for it to go and become such a huge success. I mean, that was incredible. But Groundhog Day really is, you know, a great film and something to really be proud of. I mean, it's a really good movie, you know?
Oh yeah, it just repeats itself over
Yeah.
and over and
so,
over
I mean,
again.
you know, Groundhog Day, to have Harold Ramis, you know, that was the thing, was working with Harold Ramis and Bill Murray, and I'm like sitting here, and you have these out-of-body experience, you know? You're like, oh my God, here I am with these guys, and we're trying to work on if you remember the scene in the beginning, they come out, he comes out, and I say, hey, off to see the groundhog? Think it'll be an early spring? You know,
Right.
and he doesn't really say anything, and there was no, like, ending for the scene, and so we were kind of trying to come up with an ending, and so Harold goes, what do you think, Ken? And I'm like, oh my God, Harold Ramis just asked me for my opinion.
Wow.
Right here.
What was he
And-
thinking?
And here, right, exactly. And here we are, all Second City guys, and like, here I am, I'm in the movie, and he's asking me what we should, and I said, I don't know, but it needs something. And they looked at me,
Now, and you
they
said,
looked at me, and their hearts broke, and they went, okay, anyway. So, what can we do here? And like, I became like Fred Flintstone, you know, wah, 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 wah. Became real small, and
So-
but you know what? We ended up coming up with a joke, and I was the one who came up with it. It was a little funny, little kind of like calling down after him, like, I think it is going to be an early spring. Like, I just kind of like tried to pretend like he wasn't ignoring me, you know,
Right.
and that was enough for the button for the scene. So then it took so long that they had me back the next day because we had to finish the rest of the stuff. And I thought for sure I was going to get fired, but I didn't. They slipped the script under the door that night, and boom, I was back on the next day. And the next day we had a blast, and it was funny and fun, and, you know, it was just great.
that's
So,
awesome, man.
Yeah.
Now, you said
Ken,
you know,
did-
go ahead.
Did you think you really made it when Bill Murray kissed you on the scene? Did you think that was like that was a big moment in your career there?
It was, and you know, I'm real friendly with his brothers, so like I knew all of his brothers. but I had never met Bill before. So I felt pretty comfortable. But, to give you a little insight, if you ever watch that scene again, you notice he kisses me and he says the Italian poetry and walks away, and I take a breath like I've just fallen in love. That was what I was playing as I'm in love.
I was going to say you looked like you were really proud of yourself when that happened.
That's good acting
love.
right there.
Yeah.
It's love.
Yeah. Hey, Ken, you mentioned Bill Murray and of course some of these other greats. You've played opposite of some of the biggest names in Hollywood. Bill Murray, Bruce Willis, Eddie Murphy. I mean, even Robert De Niro. Did going on to these films and doing these films, did you ever feel intimidated by these Hollywood heavyweights, or did they really welcome you in?
Only Sharon Stone.
Really?
She was not good, or she welcomed you in?
No, she was a horrible.
She was a stone. She was hard as stone.
I'll be nice and say she was insane. She scared everybody. She scared the directors. She scared the producers. So what happened?
Hey, that's funny. I had the same experience with Rosanna Arquette.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
In a made-for-TV movie.
Oh my goodness. Well, what was it that made her so scary?
They're out there.
Yeah, they are.
What made her scary, Ken?
Was it just her attitude, or what?
I have to realize that this is public, so I have to be careful with some
Was she crossing her legs all the time? I mean,
or uncrossing her legs all the time?
That wouldn't stop. And she couldn't keep her hands off me. But no, so I played a guy who walked. It was The Practice, right?
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And she played my attorney. She did a special guest star thing. She did like 2 episodes or 3 episodes, and for $175,000 an episode. And she came waltzing in and turned that whole show on its ear for a few weeks. And so she was my attorney for 2 weeks, and then after that, James Spader did the guest role as Alan Shore, who he eventually it was like a backdoor pilot for Boston Legal. So he was my attorney for the next 2 weeks. And it was just, she was, there's some people are Hollywood stars, right? So like Bruce Willis, there's no bigger star that I've ever worked with than him. It's like hanging out with Humphrey Bogart. People hang out windows. We would be standing in a location and we look up and see, an office building, and people are, the whole side of the building, 10 floors of people sticking their heads out the windows to look at Bruce Willis.
Uh-huh.
He's, a huge star.
Right.
And it's just like you don't know. You think like, oh yeah, well, Bruce Willis is a big star. But when you see these guys lined up next to each other and you see how they act and behave and all this stuff,
uh-huh.
And yeah, he's the biggest I've ever been around. But yeah, Sharon was quite challenging.
Well, Ken, in your expansive film resume, I mean, I don't know how many films you've been in. I've been in 6, and that's nothing. But in that expanse, what did you have the most fun doing?
Well, Armageddon was
Armageddon.
Armageddon, because it's such a big budget movie, and we went all over the place. Cape Canaveral, Johnson Space Center.
Wow, that's cool.
It was all, everything is #1, Class A, #1. And my character in the film, or in the script, my character had no lines. He only said like, oh no, right before he died. That was like
wow. That's hot.
But Michael Bay knew that I did a commercial with Michael Bay a year before, and he liked the way I improvised.
Uh-huh.
So he just cut me loose and let me do whatever I wanted. And so everything, except for a couple of lines in one spot that used to be Steve Buscemi's lines, I pretty much improvised 95% of my stuff in that movie.
Damn, that's good, dude.
That
So
was
did you
fun.
like
That's good.
flip through the whole script and you kept going, not me, not me, not me, not me. And you were like, where am I in this script?
Or going. Okay, do I get paid for this or not? You know, I got no lines.
Bullshit, bullshit. My line, bullshit, wait. Bullshit, no lines. No lines.
Why am I here?
Yeah, you know, and then there's a really not very good movie I did called Boat Trip, with Horatio Sands and Cuba Gooding Jr., which I'd never usually even talk about in public. But they had us. We spent like 6 weeks in Cologne, Germany. Then we took a cruise where we went to the pyramids, and we were in Turkey, Istanbul, and Athens, and we spent a week on a Greek island. I mean, it was crazy, over the top fun, but it just wasn't the best movie.
Wow.
Are you saying this wasn't Cuba Gooding Jr.'s like best Oscar-worthy performance? I mean, this picture of him with one of the other actresses in the Orange Grove is just like, I can see that as like best film of the year.
When we were talking last time, Ken, all of us here, we were talking about some of the different movies that you have done. And of course, my personal favorite is Down Periscope. And
thanks.
And I mean, I just love the Buckman character. And matter of fact, when we were trying to get you on the show the first time, in our pre-show meeting, we were sitting all around the table and everything. My son comes up to me and goes, "Hey, Dad." I'm like, "What?" He goes, "When's Buckman getting here?" I'm like, "He's actually calling in, son. He couldn't remember your name, but he remembered Buckman." And he loves that film. And, of course, his favorite part is the fart scene.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Well, Ken, how do you create a character like that?
Like, the best part, I'm sorry, what was your question?
Well, it's basically like, because that is such a good character. How much of that was you improvising from your improv background, and how much of that was already designated, like, in the script?
Well, a lot of that was improvised, and a lot of it wasn't. I'd say probably half and half on that one. But there were specific beats that were in the script, or not in the script, because, like, there's so many reaction shots in that movie. You'll see, like, well, I mean, you're not like you're going to go study Down Periscope, but I want to examine this film a little closer.
Yeah.
But they did so many reaction shots, and they included everybody in the film. So it was like, but they also allowed you to riff or have fun or whatever. But, like, some parts, like, for me, for that, like, you mentioned the fart scene. For me, that's so much fun because there's a shot of every single person in that submarine smelling my farts. And that
good.
gave me a weird sense of satisfaction. They all had to pretend. Kelsey Grammer had to pretend to smell my farts. That's like, I don't know. That's like a weird Trump thing, isn't it?
Really?
He wants everybody to smell his farts, I think. That's what it is.
That's probably it. What you do.
Yeah.
Did you have fun playing Cannonball and Live Nude Girls?
Now, I don't even know what that was. I haven't seen it, and I did it as a favor for the guy who directed it, who's no longer with us. So.
So it wasn't a great script you're doing it for.
So it was a big favor then.
Yeah, it was just a favor that I probably should have taken off my IMDb. Yeah, I don't even know why I did that other than Jay. Jay Leggett was a wonderful man. And Jay reminded me, when I did that movie, he reminded me that he also auditioned for Santa Claus in Home Alone.
Oh, wow.
And that there were 5 guys at the audition, and one of them was Jay, one of them was me, one of them was Chris Farley, and the other 2, I don't know who they were. It was kind of a legendary thing because, at that point, nobody knew who Chris Farley was. He wasn't a big star. He wasn't on SNL yet. So, basically, he had been up all night, out partying, and
Shocking.
he went straight to the audition from being out. Because it was a 9 a.m. audition at New Trier High School, and Farley was the first one in, and he went in and he literally walked out. It was like 2 seconds later. The door couldn't hit him on the ass fast enough. and I was like, wow, this is gonna be easy. If getting jobs over this guy should be no problem for the rest of my life. Well, no, that changed pretty quick. But but Jay's the reason I did that. Whatever it was, cool. I don't. Was it even really a movie? I guess it was a movie.
Yeah.
Or was it a documentary? I don't remember.
It's perpetrated as being a movie.
Hey, Ken, now, obviously I mentioned you were in one of my favorite films, down Periscope, but I do remember you being in Hermen's Head. And I just love the character that you did in that, and just the concept of that TV show when Fox first started out. What do you prefer doing? Do you like doing TV better or film better, or is there a trade-off, or is it an easy transition to go from one to the other?
Well, I really liked, the best I liked was Second City was stage back in the day.
Oh, wow.
I mean, that was really fun. That's the immediate reaction that I was talking about before, that, people enjoying it right then, And then TV was similar because we performed that before a live audience. So you also got that reaction. Film acting's a little different because you do something and then you don't see it for a year.
Right.
And then, you're at the mercy of the director, the editor, all that stuff, and you can get cut out of things real easy. I'd have to say I really liked the stage. That was the most fun, But I'm on radio now too. I do these iHeartRadio things, and that's kind of fun to do. It's kind of mindless, but I do like Jack FM.
Yeah.
It's sort of like that, but it's for iHeartRadio, and it's like they play like an Apple playlist, and it's like song, me saying something stupid, song, me saying something stupid.
So it's real easy.
Good work if you can get it.
Yeah, it keeps people like you out of work.
I wondered what the reason was. Okay.
Yeah, right. It's kind of the way things are going though, but it's a nice little sideline for me right now, and because the parts are fewer and further between, and also a lot of non-union stuff is going on in the advertising world, so that's hard to compete with. So we're fighting those battles, and we're about ready to maybe go on strike again here. So you know what? I like it all. I like film. I like TV. I like radio. I like stage. But then stage would be my first love.
So on top of all the other work you've done, you also do voiceover work. So how did you kind of cross into doing that?
Well, that was because I knew a guy when I came here. All right, so I knew a guy in Chicago his name is Dave Pasquesi. He plays Veep. On Veep, he's Julia Louise Dreyfus' ex-husband, and his name is Dave Pasquesi, and so he does tons of voiceovers, and I was like, that's a pretty good idea, because I'm only going to get older and fatter and uglier as time goes by.
Come on, Ken.
So, well, we all are.
Yeah,
okay?
that's true.
Just all settled down. We're
Except
all
for
getting
V.
older.
V's getting smaller and more pretty.
Well, she's taking vitamins, that's why.
That's right.
She's on this Coke thing.
Okay, maybe not all of us. But anyway, I just thought it was a good thing for long term to do to supplement, and so that there wouldn't be as many dry spells. And it's true, it worked out. When I moved to town, when I came here to do Hermen's Head, Hank Azaria was starting. He'd been on the show called The Simpsons for a couple years, and he helped me get an agent, and he helped me kind of get started in that area. And because again, I saw, wow, if I could do something like that, that would be really great. Not knowing that it would run 25 years,
right?
But and I never really caught on too much in animation. I mean, I've done guest shots here and there. But it's always been advertising for me as the voiceover. And just having kind of a damaged voice, you know, kind of having the gravelly thing going, that
Well,
helps.
it's more unique and fun than it is damaged.
I think
Yeah.
so too.
Yeah.
I mean,
well,
you're not
yeah,
like
thank
what
you.
Harvey Fierstein, who's like, oh my god, like can't even do his voice.
Yeah, Harvey.
There you go.
Fierstein is
Yes.
like this.
Yeah.
He sounds a little more like you old. You know, but
Well, see, now you
yeah,
can do him
and
and
then-
you. Make bank on that. Make bank on that.
And then having the improv chops to besides the voice, because lots of people have freaky voices, but you know, if you can do something with it, then that makes it a little more valuable, you know. So yeah, it's kind of a combination of having an interesting voice and then being able to improvise.
Very cool, man. Well, listen, there's two games we want to play with you. The first one we call the Island game. So I'm just going to ask you a couple of questions here. You just kind of answer them. So if you're on on a deserted island and you can only pick one candy bar, what would it be?
Payday.
Ooh, Payday's
Yes.
Oh, you like
good.
peanuts.
Not bad. Not bad.
Good choice.
Okay.
It's more like a meal. It's more like
Okay. Your favorite movie? Pick one movie.
well, yeah, you're not going to like my answer.
Go for it, man. No,
But it's Citizen Kane. But that's because I'm a
that's a
film
good film.
It's a great film, but it's everybody's, you know, number one. But I'll say, like, I have also Shadow of a Doubt is a great Hitchcock movie that I'm really a big fan of. I love that movie.
Cool. All right. Favorite dish or favorite food?
Steak.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I like the way Ken said that right now. Steak.
Oh, I live
With
for
the
that.
dramatic pause. Notice that. So that's how good a voice actor he is, too. Okay. Favorite album?
Favorite album. I'm going to go with Frank Sinatra Live at the with the orchestra double album.
Wow.
Live.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Frankie Blue Eyes, my favorite.
Okay, now if you could take any person, dead or alive, just to talk to, who would you take? And you can't
Sharon
choose
Stone.
your spouse or significant other.
Sharon
He said Sharon Stone.
What?
Sharon Stone?
What?
Sharon Stone, yeah.
That would definitely make for some interesting talk.
Any person alive or dead, did you say?
Yeah. You just can't take your significant other though.
Right.
You know,
well, I
just for
wouldn't.
conversation's sake.
I wouldn't.
Okay, so it would be Orson Welles.
Wow.
Because
Okay.
he's got to finish that musical.
Yeah,
Got it.
there you go.
Got
There you
it.
go. Okay, last one here. Take any person for sexual gratification, and again, cannot be your significant other.
Sharon Stone.
I knew it.
You saw that coming.
What, you don't want Bill?
bitch!
You don't want Bill Murray?
Yeah, Bill Murray. Yeah, Bill Murray or Sharon Stone, either way.
Either way, they kind of look the same. I get you.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, this is a game that we play, and we simply call it.
Quiz me. Quiz you.
Alrighty, and V's going to do the first 5 questions here. Steve is going to do the second 5. And basically, this is just an opportunity to see how dumb we really are, nothing more. And your name is your buzzer. So if you think you know the answer, you want to go precog on this, precognitive, jump in a little bit early.
Okay.
Just say your name, say your name.
So I go, Ken.
Yes.
And I answer.
Yeah, then you
Okay.
answer it. All right. So
All right, it's like a radio buzzer.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right. So V's got the first 5 questions.
All right, V.
Question number 1.
Hold on, I gotta find it now. All this stuff is
We
like
moved it.
moved around.
It's in the same spot. It hasn't
Oh
moved.
my gosh. All right.
Question number 1. My Heart Will Go On came from which movie?
PJ.
Yes.
Ken.
Titanic.
Yes.
Ah. Oh, you
He
just
beat you
came
out.
after me, Ken.
Quick.
Sorry.
Quick.
Huh? Oh yeah.
I
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
hear you.
Oh no, I said you came after me.
I did. Well, hey. Hey.
It's not so much quick as fast.
Number 2.
How did you know that?
Lucky guess. All right. Okay, that was really
All right.
weird.
Which
go.
talk show hostess appeared in The Color Purple?
Steve,
Ken,
Oh.
Oprah Winfrey.
I got it?
You know who
Oh,
else I think did?
apparently you guys can't hear me because I rang in before Steve.
Oh! Controversy reigns.
I got it. There's another one. I think Whoopi Goldberg.
Oh, true.
I think she's
True.
also appeared in The
But
Color Purple.
She did. But what's the answer we're
You
looking
know
for?
what?
We're looking
That's
for
right.
Oprah Winfrey.
Okay.
Okay, but we are looking for Oprah Winfrey.
Okay.
Okay,
All
everybody,
right.
you get
Ken-
a point, and you get a point, and you
Ken,
get
as
a
long
point.
as you're going to whine about it, you can have it.
Okay.
Number 3. Which instrument is Roberta Flack associated with?
Instruments?
Yes.
PJ, her voice.
No.
Okay, I
Ken?
got it wrong. Ken, go.
Go ahead, Ken.
Well, that's what I was going to say.
Oh. Well, pick another one, Ken.
Steve.
Well, the cowbell.
Cowbell.
More cowbell. See?
Piano?
Yes.
There's a piano.
Oh,
Piano.
it's the piano.
Piano.
Ah, I didn't know that.
Oh, okay.
Number 4.
This is faulty. You guys can't hear me ringing in.
Playwright Arthur Miller was married to which famous blonde actress?
Steve.
Yes.
Marilyn Monroe.
Yes.
Ah,
Marilyn
Oh.
Monroe.
there you go.
See, Ken knew that. He just didn't want to say anything. He wanted to let Steve have that one.
Ken's a very generous man.
He is.
He's very giving.
Number 5.
He's got a good ring in, man. I can't.
Your buzzer's not working too well.
Yeah.
Oh, God. You're just going to
I
get
love
this
the
one
music.
already. What does the C stand for in LCD?
PJ, computer?
No.
Steve.
Yes.
Crystal.
Yes.
What?
Oh,
Liquid crystal.
liquid
know that.
crystal. Yeah, liquid
Oh.
crystal.
All right.
Liquid crystal diode.
Coke.
Is it diode?
Yeah. All right, so
Like it's
Steve's got the
display.
next
Liquid
5.
Coke drink. Is that what you had the other day?
That's
Is that what
exactly
you
what I had.
All right, Steve's got the next
Okay.
5. All right, go ahead, Steve.
Since I'm asking the questions, I don't get to answer. So you got a chance, kid.
Yeah, right.
All right. Question number
Steve,
6.
you're the Naperville guy, aren't you?
That's right.
All right.
I lived on Old Plank Road.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Old Plank Dairy is right there.
Yeah.
Milk it.
Okay. In which decade did people last get the chance to see Halley's Comet?
Oh,
Oh, okay, Ken.
go ahead, Ken.
Okay, Ken.
The 1910s?
No.
Well, that would have been my guess, too.
Sean.
So it's 95 then.
Yeah,
Sean.
I'm going to say 80s, so
Oh.
I'm going to say
Are you?
80.
Well, it's just a decade. You
Oh,
don't
the
have to
decade?
do-
I'll say
yeah.
the 80s then.
That is correct.
Oh.
Ah, good one.
I think everybody was seeing Halley's Comets in the 80s. Little Loopy in the
I
80s.
saw it week before last. But then I don't remember much of that week. All right. Question number 7. Oh. How? Wait. Okay, who writes these things?
I don't know.
Not me.
Okay, I got it. Okay, how did Greta Gustafson become better known as an actress? What was her name that she became better known
Oh,
as?
Sean.
Oh.
Sean?
Greta Garbo.
Yes.
That's it.
I knew that one.
Then why'd you say your name?
Damn it.
Madonna.
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 I
Mad
forgot my name.
It's
It was-
Ken.
it's me.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, well, this is a nice question. Okay, everybody. Question number 8. Albertville and Lillehammer were 2 90s venues for which event?
Ken,
Ken.
wait, for which event? Oh, my God. I was
No,
going to
ju-
say the Olympics. But
That
seriously?
well, it's a general like that. So yeah.
But there's more to the question. They rang in before the end of the question, right?
No, that's it.
Oh, that's it.
That's it? The Olympics?
Well,
Finally!
which Olympics?
What do you mean?
The Winter Olympics.
That's it.
Steve likes to do this where you have to get super specific about it.
Hey,
It's when Alex Trebek says, more specific, please.
Yeah, exactly.
He ain't no Alex Trebek over here, okay? There's no mustache going on anymore.
Anymore, that's right.
Yeah, he just has the gray hair.
Oh, ouch. Okay. Question number 9. Scotty Hamilton. I just laugh when I say his name. Won an Olympic gold.
PJ, figure skating.
That's not the answer. She got in too quick, and that's
Damn,
not
I tried to
exactly the
pre-cog it.
answer.
Right.
I tried to
Yeah.
pre-cog it.
Ah,
I think
sorry. Okay.
Ken, did you want to go, Ken?
I pre-snogged it.
No,
You
I
me
want
to
to hear the
finish
question.
I want to hear the whole question. Okay, go
Okay,
ahead.
here we go. Let's start over. Scotty Hamilton won Olympic gold for the USA on what surface?
Oh.
Say your name, Ken. Say your name, Ken. Okay.
Heidelberg. Eisenberg. Eisenberg. Ice.
That's it.
You're welcome, everybody. You're welcome. I'm so excited about that.
I would have gone that route too, though.
Yeah.
I would have gone with figure
Who
skating.
writes these anyway?
Copy and paste.
Okay, question number 10.
This is for all the beans in the bucket.
Here we go. Actor Kirk Douglas was in which of the armed services in World War II?
Oh, shoot.
I would be guessing. I don't know.
Okay, I'll start. PJ. We'll go with the Navy.
PJ, you got it.
What?
Wow.
In the Navy.
I was about to give a hint, village people.
Hey, let's not bring that up because that was the last time we played a song for Ken.
Yeah.
That was the last song that we played.
Cool. Well, Ken, thank you
Well,
so
you
much.
know that if you know you're down Periscope, you know that I was in a version of In the Navy video.
At the end,
Yeah, because it's also at the end of the film too. Yeah.
Yeah, it's at the end. Yeah.
Very cool. Well, Ken, thank
Yeah,
you so
that was.
much, man.
We're yelling as they had dressed Kelsey Grammer up in all the different guys' outfits, like
Oh, that's
Indian
right,
chiefs
yeah.
and like that. And we're like, I was screaming off camera, "Don't do it! It's a career ender! Don't do it!"
Oh my gosh. Well, Ken, thank you so much for joining us today, man. We really enjoyed this opportunity and taking time out of your day.
Yeah.
Really appreciate it.
Wait a minute, we got to go.
Oh God, geez, Steve. We're gonna shoot him after the show. And again, dude, I know that you and I talked when we talked on the phone last time. Being the big racehorse guy, Los Alamitos, dude, it's not too far from my house here. We got to hook up and catch some thoroughbreds down there.
It's true. I will do that, and we'll stay in touch. And just one last story. Remember, I told you that just blocks from Los Alamitos, I used to announce pro wrestling at the VFW there.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Ken's done everything. I love this.
Well, yeah.
I love it.
He's well-rounded.
Oh, it was so not pro wrestling. It was hilarious. It was so much fun to do. It was really fun to do. I mean, when it's like it's pro wrestling for 20 people, and the 20 people, all of their relatives are the wrestlers.
So it's a family reunion
Oh, my
on
God.
Thanksgiving.
Oh, that's
Hilarious.
Hey, well,
Well,
Ken-
thank you guys.
Ken,
I had
this-
a lot of fun, and glad we were able to do it.
cool. Thank you so much, brother. I really, really appreciate it. Yeah. Yes.
Sure, what?
Ken,
Go ahead.
I really had a good time talking to you. I think you're a cool guy, and you got a lot of
Thanks.
talent. You just, keep going, and
Like
it's
he needs
fun
a
to
pep
watch
talk
you.
from you,
It's
Steve.
fun to watch
He's
you do
like,
things.
Get it.
I like that.
Keep being a famous actor. Good for you.
Yeah, I'm kind of kissing your ass.
He's like,
How's that,
don't.
all right?
He's like, don't despair. You'll get there someday.
It's good. You're a fun guy. I like that.
Well, you guys are all fun. I had a great time, and thanks for the compliments. And I'll try. I'll try better. I'll try harder on my next audition.
All right. Well, next time, dude, like I said, you got to come in, man. It's fun talking to you, and we definitely got to hook up and get to dinner and get out to the racetrack, too.
That'd be great. That'd be wonderful.
All right, brother. You take care of yourself, and thank you so much. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, you guys. Bye, PJ. Bye, everybody. Bye,
Bye.
Pete. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.